Hi, I'm Paul, and today let's talk about the Filson Packer coat. But before I get into the jacket, let me tell you a little bit about Filson. I'm surprised that I've talked to some people and I mentioned Filson and they say, who is that? So Filson started over 100 years ago, and their entire mission was to create clothes for people that actually worked hard. So they were creating clothing for individuals that were doing logging, working on the railroad, working in forestry. So people that that needed their clothes to hold up and be durable. Well, 100 years later, and they're still doing it. And one of their jackets that they've had for a number of years is called the Packer coat. And you'll notice it's not like your normal everyday coat, that it has the fur collar, but also the body. This is 100% virgin Mackinaw wool. So if you don't understand what Mackinaw wool is, let me explain for a moment. What Mackinaw wool is, it's a special way that they create the wool, where it's very tightly woven together. So it creates a jacket that's not only wind repellent, but it's also water repellent. So this jacket can hold 30% of its weight in water. And the beautiful point, it's like a natural Gore-Tex, that it will continue to keep you warm even if it's wet. So they call it the Packer coat, because a lot of individuals that needed a jacket that would really keep them warm when they were in some extreme temperatures, this is the jacket. So some specifics about this jacket. Let's start with the color and what they call a colorway. So every year, Filson does a limited edition Packer jacket. And this color is a little different when they normally do, because a lot of times they do plaids. And I'll admit it, but I have all of their Packer coats for five years back. Every year I collect the new one, and they are highly collectible. But this colorway is a kind of a dark gray with a real light chalk stripe through it, and it's completely different. Last year, Filson did what was really like a hunter green, a deep green, and the collar was a little lighter, had kind of a yellowish color to it, which was very nice. And then the year before was a plaid. This one, with this colorway, what I think that they've really done, what they've created a jacket that you can also work in, like I do, being that I live on a horse farm. So it has that workable look, I guess you can say. But this is also a jacket that you could wear if you're dressed nice, if you're dressed in business casual, or if you're going out on the town or going out on a date or whatever it is. So I feel like it lends its way to either way, whether you need to be in your normal workwear or if you need to dress it up a little bit. The collar is not removable, and the collar is 100% New Zealand sheepskin. So this is real shearling fur. This is not fake like you see on a lot of jackets. Again, I mentioned the Mackinaw wool, but this wool, what it is, it's 24-ounce Mackinaw wool. But you'll notice here, it's more or less like a cape coat, meaning that it has a second layer of the Mackinaw wool over the shoulders and also through the back. And then you have the pockets here, which are really big pockets, so you can store a lot of stuff that covers most of the front of the body. And then you have pockets right here too. So again, that's another layer of that Mackinaw wool over the existing body. And then if you look at the back, it has the map pocket in the back. And it's another layer of the Mackinaw wool. So there's a lot of layers here. And again, 24-ounce Mackinaw wool. And then if we open up the inside of it, what you'll see is 100% cotton. And this is their flannel. This is Filson's flannel that's 8 ounces. So talking about a jacket that keeps you extremely warm, it does. And it's just very comfortable too, which is amazing. Again, pocket here, and this flannel goes all the way through the sleeves. It has a little tighter fit through the hips, which I do like. Maybe it's the size of the gluteus maximus that I'm starting to grow here. But what it does do is it keeps the wind from blowing up your backside if it's really windy outside. It does have a pleat in the rear, which is nice because it allows me to be able to sit on a horse comfortably, but it will also allow you to sit in a chair comfortably or drive if you're wearing it when you're driving. And then the collar does flip up. Again, I'll mention the collar is not removable. It's there all the time, the fur, but it does fold up to more or less become earmuffs and keep you warm, and it does have a true leather strap. This is not some fake-looking vinyl. The fit and finish of anything Filson is superior. And, the price-wise, this jacket sells for $975, and I'll tell you, don't procrastinate. If you like the jacket or think you like it, just buy it. Because Filson is really an interesting clothing company in the sense that they have Facebook groups and they have Etsy groups. They just have all of these groups where there's true enthusiasts of Filson products, and these individuals are constantly buying and selling and trading. But there's a lot of individuals that when their limited edition jackets come out, like the Filson Packer, they will buy multiples of this jacket, and then Filson will end it because it really is limited edition. And so when that runs out, then those individuals will start selling these jackets on eBay and various websites, and they will sell them for a profit. So I mentioned that I've collected a number of these Filson jackets, and there was one year I skipped, and I wish I wouldn't have, because I've seen that jacket for sale on eBay, but the problem is it's selling anywhere from $1,900 to $2,200. And while I really like a Filson Packer coat, I'm not willing to pay that much, but somebody will because they only have a small left in that size. So Filson Packer coat, extremely warm. It's very nice fitted, and I talked about the double layer, but you even have the double layer in the sleeves too, and it has the nice button. So you can't go wrong with this jacket. And again, I encourage you to just go ahead and buy it if you like it. If you decide you don't want it, you can go on one of the Facebook groups where there's the Filson collectors or the Filson, guys like me, and you can offer it for sale, and I'm sure somebody will buy it. This is a size medium, which fits very nice. So in their Mackinaw cruisers, their 10 cloth cruisers, I wear a medium. Their shirts, I wear a medium. And then the Filson Packer, I also wear a medium. So if you normally wear a medium shirt, then it's pretty true to size. And I am 190 pounds, around 5'8". And you see how it fits me, and it fits well. At least I feel like it fits well. So there you go. The Filson Packer coat, limited edition for 2022.